Brigid Ovelia Catjoa, or Heblaska Uyon Wakan, which means Moose Medicine Woman. I am a Pleiadian Priestess, Master Channeler, and Lakota Druid, and I'm here today to provide my 24th channel transmission of the High Council of Telos, which is located in Mount Shasta of modern-day California. So a very warm welcome to everybody who's joining today, whether it's your first transmission or you've been here from the beginning or just for one or two. Yeah, I'm very grateful to be here and for being able to provide these beautiful messages and energies and activations from the High Council with the intention of bringing higher frequencies to our lives, understanding our human experience from a higher perspective, and helping us all evolve into the fifth dimensional energies and frequencies that are already abundantly available on the planet and in our lives. And sometimes we just need to clear some density or take some time to tune into them. And yeah, the High Council is helping us abundantly with that journey. So thank you to them. Thank you for being here. Yes. And of note, I'm really feeling a presence of some of the ancient Egyptian energies and frequencies. I've been connecting more with a priestess, a Shat, in Egypt lately as a soul aspect, and I'm just staying currently in a place that feels like it has a very lovely, very grounding earthen energy. So there's some very beautiful grounding energies coming through for today's transmission as well. So please enjoy that. And yeah, I invite you, if you're ready, you can take a pause if you need a moment, just to start to take a nice meditation seated position if that's comfortable for you. It's ideal to keep like a nice straight back, straight spine, just to keep our channels open, but you can still just make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your hips are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. You can smile if it feels natural and comfortable, bring a little bit of joy to the experience or whatever is authentic for you in this moment. And yeah, I'm sitting with my legs flat on the floor today in my chair, or you can sit cross-legged in a lotus position. Yeah, if you have any health conditions or pain, you're of course welcome to make it accessible for your body and your needs. If you need to lean against something or you want to lie down, just do your best to keep a bit more of a straight spine if you can. And if you are lying down and you find you're dozing off, or even while you're sitting up, you may just be entering a deeper trance state and you're not going to miss anything. You'll still receive everything on a subconscious level, the messages, the energies. So, and you're also welcome to revisit the transmissions if you want to receive on a conscious level if that happens. So, yeah, so just get yourself into that comfortable position and just let your eyes take just a softer gaze. No need to force them closed. If they want to close naturally, that's perfect. And just start to be a little more aware of our breath. No need to change it. Just, how shallow is it? How quick is it? Is it going all the way into your belly? Is it staying up in your upper chest? Is it smooth? Is it jagged? And just observing. As we observe that breath, just bringing our attention, our awareness, our mind, dropping it down into our heart space, into the center of our chest, our heart chakras. If it helps, you can bring one or both hands up to your chest and just put a little pressure there, just to help bring that awareness, that presence into that space. Or leave your hands down if that's not needed. As we bring that awareness into the center of our hearts, I'm going to invite us soon to start taking slower breaths in, more intentional. And when I give the prompt, I'm going to ring my meditation bell just once. And at that time, you'll bring a nice slow breath in through your nose and allow it to go all the way down into your diaphragm, into your belly. And just let it sit there for a moment and then release it nice and slow in the opposite direction, just letting it out naturally, and again holding it out for a moment. And we're going to do this 3 times. And each breath is going to get a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. So I invite you to expel any air from your lungs fully, and take the first breath. Hold for a moment and release slowly. Hold for a moment, and again. A little bit deeper. Hold for a moment. Let it out even slower. Holding it out, and again a little slower, a little deeper. Take one last sip in through your nose, and hold, let it out so slowly, releasing all the air, and just continuing those nice slow deep breaths in all the way, and letting it out slowly at your own pace. Keeping that awareness in your heart. You can leave your hands or lower them back down. Just staying connected with that slow, profound breath, and staying centered in your heart. Making any adjustments that you feel you need. I will open myself up as a divine and clear channel to the High Council of Telos in Mount Shasta, with the intention of bringing higher frequencies and wisdom perfectly meant for exactly who is showing up and is here for this transmission today, so that may benefit their lives and how they may best be of service in the world and the lives of those around them, and the evolution of all of humanity. Hello, it's Alexandria. Welcome, and thank you for joining for this transmission today. Welcome to those that are new and to those that are returning and that have heard from me in particular before. I'm always so grateful to Brigid for being a conduit so we may speak and share our messages, as we know this is very new and unfamiliar for a lot of people, and perhaps you may have some questions about it, and that's what I'm sensing right now, to perhaps share a little bit more about how this channeling works and what is actually going on here. So yeah, as we just stay with our breath and stay centered in our hearts, this is actually the perfect technique for being able to do this sort of technique, this sort of channeling at any time for anything. To be in our heart spaces, to slow down our systems, our breath, to be more present in our beings and our bodies in this moment, allows us to hear and to listen, to receive, to feel, to experience life in a different way, outside of the mind, outside of what's happening in our external reality. And this is very natural. This is actually an ability that all humans have, and actually many animals. It is purely the way that spirits, fairies, plants communicate on this energetic frequency level. And some people even have the ability to see these energies, such as Brigid, and those that may be able to see what you might call an aura around a person, or light codes. Sometimes people see sacred geometries, the mathematics of the universe that's flowing and connecting all things, how a tree is formed with its physics and geometries and creates its physical expression and the energies that it puts out, and how it grows and how it dies and how it functions on even deeper than a cellular, deeper than an atomic level, just on the pure energetics of it, or perhaps perhaps someone's aura changes color and strength and resonance based off of their emotional body. If they're sad, perhaps it might look a little more faded or a little more closer to their bodies. Perhaps it's not as vibrant, or it's a different color. And if they're feeling very connected, if they're connected with spirit, if they're meditating, if they're in prayer, if they're connected with their hearts, if they're feeling happy and clear, it could be putting out a lot of light and take up a great surface area around them and be a vibrant sphere of rainbow colors and energies. And wow. Let's breathe that in for a moment, slowing it back down. I feel to say, even when we walk into a room or a space or we're around someone, even for those of us that are not so sensitive, sometimes we can tell and feel that someone is sad, or that something is off, or that they're very happy, and it feels contagious, like, oh, this person's like having a beautiful day, and oh, and I can feel how happy they are, and it's making me happy. Or you know, perhaps even at an event or a party where there's dancing, you know, if one person's dancing, it opens other people up to dancing and having this more joyous, natural expression. Or, you know, perhaps if we're in a space where it is natural to have more density, more anxiety, more grief, more sadness, maybe, you know, a funeral comes to mind, or if something feels very difficult, a change in a relationship, or just finding out some news that feels very painful. You know, in those moments, perhaps a friend or even a stranger or a family member might join you in that energy, come into that frequency of the sadness, and be with you in empathy and holding space for that and processing that. And that's very natural and beautiful also. I share this in part to bring it back to the channeling, because there is so much that is so unseen in the world. Other dimensions, other realms from beyond the earthly realm. This is just one realm, one dimension, and even this one has infinite versions of itself, infinite dimensions of the earth, multi-dimensional selves of each person, all the possibilities that we can experience in our lives, all the decisions that we can make, all the feelings that we can have, all the thoughts that we can have that just constantly can be shifting the timelines we're on, and what will show up and what will come through, and who and what will resonate, and the paths that we take. And, you know, sometimes it could be something small, like, well, today I don't feel like having breakfast. I just feel like resting more. And, you know, when I go to work, maybe I won't have as much energy, or maybe it's because I'm fasting and it actually gives me more energy and I can meditate more clearly now. Or maybe you do have that breakfast and maybe it's something healthy and it gives you lots of energy and you have a great day at work. Or perhaps you ate something heavier and maybe it's not as healthy, and then it puts you in like a strange mood for the day because you have synthetic sugars in your system, or perhaps there's some karma, some density from the animal that you took into your body and it hasn't been transmuted properly, or there wasn't an offering for it, for its life. We are really impacted by these things, by the energies around us, and anything that we bring into our systems, whether it's through food or through the music we listen to, what we watch, who we talk to, the spaces we're in. I'll let that integrate for a moment. regardless of all of these things, we can always come back to our centers. And we have shared this abundantly in other transmissions, techniques, how to do this. Perhaps you may wish to start this journey with the transmissions from the start. If you're new here, there's so much to receive from them. And today I feel to offer a small practice in channeling. Something simple to feel how natural it is and how disconnecting ourselves from these external experiences, external noise, external realities, even if they're in the room next door, even if they're in the same house, even if they're at work and you have to go into the bathroom, even if you're in a park and there's other people around but you're sitting on your own, or in a church or in a mosque or a temple in meditation and prayer. Perhaps there's hymns being sung or a sermon or other people making sounds, and still, always we can come back into our centers for this practice. Returning, reconnecting with that nice slow breath in. I invite you, once again, we'll take 3 breaths in and out. Being mindful of our heart space. In and out. Being heartful of our heart space. And one more, a little slower, a little deeper. And out a little slower. And just continuing nice and slow on your own pace. And as we feel our heart spaces, an invitation if you wish to join in this activity. If not, you may remain present, breathing, just receiving the energy and the love. If this resonates, I invite you to ask your heart, and you can repeat after me out loud or in your mind. Dear heart, dear spirit, dear source, dear soul of mine, dear higher power, higher self, dear pureness of my being, I am open to receiving or being shown something that would support me perfectly for what I need in my life right now. I will repeat this if you wish to affirm once more the question, the statement. Dear heart, dear soul, dear spirit, dear source, dear higher power, higher self, dear pureness of my being, I am open to receiving or being shown something that would best be of support to my life right now. I invite you to just sit with that question and that prompt and to see what comes through. Staying with the breath and the heart. Bringing awareness back to the breath, nice and slow. Back into the heart space, allowing whatever you experience to integrate, to settle. Whether you felt something, heard something, whether an image or a memory came up, or a song, a person, a place. Perhaps if it was quiet and seemed like nothing came through, that is an answer too. An answer of peace and presence. And or perhaps you're aligned already with where you're meant to be and to continue with love. Or just to have the opportunity to have space to be and to bring more of that into your life. Whatever your experience is, I invite you to say thank you to it and to just let that be in your heart. And perhaps in the coming days, after this transmission, or when you can, you may ask for more information before you go to sleep, to ask it to come in your dreams. You may wish to journal about it. You may wish to keep just some awareness around it and see what shows up that is in relation to it. Or perhaps if it's a person or a song or a place, you may want to listen to that song or reflect about this person, if you're meant to contact them, if you're meant to go to this place, or just learn about it, look into it. Or if there's a word, just to continue meditating, or an image, or if a memory needs more attention and processing, or an emotion that needs to be felt. So many possibilities. And for those that received a more explicit guidance, I would always encourage to reflect and meditate more, and perhaps to follow it and trust that your soul is guiding to you to your best possible path in life. The path that will bring you the most love, the most abundance, the most wellness. That will allow you to be best of service in your lifetime, the ways that are meant for you with your gifts, or perhaps to activate your gifts. Whatever you received is perfect for you. And you have free will to do with it as you may. I feel to finish with some gentle light language to bring some loving energies in and to help integrate our experience today. I will say my thank you and farewell for now, until we join again in another transmission, if it is meant to be. And upon the completion of the transmission, the light language, I will pass it back to Brigid. My name is Alexandria of the High Council of Telos, and I am very grateful to be here and to be of service to you today. Thank you. natural, inherent spiritual abilities, to this way of operating from the heart and soul, this way of allowing love to show us our own paths and our own magic in life, the truth of our beings. Today I feel to invite you, if you wish to stay in this space, this energy longer, you're very welcome to do so. To remain in the meditation, the presence, the love. And for those that are ready, I will ring the bell 3 times again, and we can just have those nice slow breaths in and out and be in our heart spaces and just bring a little bit more awareness and presence back to our bodies, our beings. So with the first ring, to breathe in slow through our noses and out nice and slow. And again. A little slower, deeper, holding and releasing slow. Out a little more and in. A little deeper, holding and releasing very slowly. Allowing the breath to become natural. And if you are ready to bring some awareness just to the surface you're sitting or lying on, to your feet, to your bottom, your back, to the clothes or blankets on your body, your hair on your body, the temperature of the space around you, breathing, perhaps tuning in more to the sounds, whether from the video or in the space around you. Starting to bring really subtle movement into your fingers, your toes, as slow as you feel. Perhaps to bring a little squeeze to your hands, your fists, tighten, tense your toes, your feet, and release, and stretch it in the other direction. Perhaps start to bring your hands above your head and give a little stretch, even a little bit to the sides if you want, twisting your shoulders or upper body. Perhaps moving your legs a little bit, bringing your feet flat on the floor, or extending them in front of you. And just a little gentle movement, rotation in the neck, looking side to side. Maybe start to wiggle just a little bit. And I'm gonna bring some warmth to my hands if you wish to join me, generate some energy, some love, and bring it gently to the eyes and open them slowly to the warmth, the love. Just begin to brush down your cheeks, your face, opening them, brushing down your hair, your shoulders, your arms, bringing the feeling back to your body, your chest, your back, your legs, your feet if you can reach them. I'm sitting. you may even want to slowly look around the room, say hello to where you are. Just staying with the breath. I feel very grateful for Alexandria for joining us today. She always has such a beautiful, bright energy that fills me with so much love and joy, and I hope that was felt for those who are joining today. And yeah, I'm very grateful to those who are new and exploring this and are so curious about the channeling, and we got to learn a bit more about it, explore some concepts around it, and get to experience it a little bit. And I trust that everyone received exactly what was best for them in the little meditation, or if you were just present in the energy, that's beautiful also. And of course, as she was saying, you can journal or meditate on it more, or just be aware of it, see what comes through in your dreams. And I also invite just to really drink a nice, clear, tall glass of water soon after the transmission, just to help the energies and the frequencies settle in, integrate in the body more, move, clear anything that might be helping to move. I like to set that intention with the water before I drink it, that's the purpose. And the water is perfectly nourishing me and bringing refreshment to my being. So and of course, just to continue to listen to your heart and your own intuition. The intuition is the most direct and straightforward, I feel, version of channeling. It's just there, our feeling sense of things, outside of what our mind might be saying, or what stories might be coming up, or if there's a loud emotion like fear, we can say, okay, but what's beyond that? What is my intuition telling me? I feel to say, please repeat this transmission as much as you like. And Alexandria, she felt to share, for those that are new to this or haven't gone through all the transmissions, perhaps you want to start from the first one, and you'll get to witness the evolution of my journey with this as well, and how things have changed and improved as I've been channeling. And received many beautiful activations, meditations, frequencies, lessons, information, and be able to come into these abilities as well as I have over the years with practice. So thank you again for joining today. I will share, there may not be regular Sunday transmissions for the next 2 months, as I'm being guided on some other missions around Oaxaca and Colombia, and there'll be some times where I'm quite in motion or completely offline, and then I'll be making a big move back to Canada and into a new longer term apartment there. So yes, I will keep up to date in the Telegram group or on the YouTube and Facebook community pages, all of which you can find that information in the YouTube description, or in the links, the information in the Telegram group or the Facebook description. So if you wish to join anywhere else and keep up to date, that's how you can do that. And if you're not subscribed on my YouTube channel, please do. That's also a great way just to have it show up in your feed, and then you're also helping support me in this work, this just beautiful work being shared freely with the world. So And of course, if it really resonates, you're also, I would be elated for the videos to be shared and shared further on personal pages if you feel called. And yeah, thank you. Gracias. Classical Mati, O Mateo, Mataki Oyasen, Mopila, Kapu Aloha Nui, Tati Dananda, Inshallah. Amen, all women, all people, all spirits, all plants, everything. Oh. Until next time, so much love.